Patrick, thank you for having us. You're going to give us a quick insight into Ballinwillin House. How long have you had it?
We purchased the house and farm in 1985, 34 years ago, as a ruin, and we have developed it now to 126-acre organic farm, deer, wild boar and goats.
And you have won very much a lot of prestigious awards here over the years for it, from since you started out. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, our whole ethos here is from soil to society. So we believe in a very healthy soil, first of all, then the health of the animals and the health of the meat products for the health of the nation. So we are very pure about that and very committed to that.
Miriam here, you've also got the guests arrived here throughout the year and that, a lot of repeat business. Tell me a little bit about the rooms. How many have you got here?
We have 9 bedrooms, 3 in the main house and 6 down in our courtyard. And we meet some wonderful people from all over the world all through the year.
We run weekend retreats here every month or 2 months, depending on the demand. And it starts on a Friday evening where they come at 6 o'clock. And our first session is what we call Winefulness, where we take them to a wine tasting with some nibbles, homemade nibbles. And then we go into session after that for a couple of hours, and then we have our supper. And then at 10 o'clock we go into the forest area for about a half an hour meditation, and then everybody goes to their room. 8 o'clock the following morning we're up and in the forest barefoot, and we do about an hour session, and after that then I recommend that everybody go back to their rooms and have a cold shower just to totally infuse and breathe in all that we've discussed in that hour. Then they come for breakfast. After breakfast we go up to the various sessions, to mindfulness, yoga, Pilates up until lunchtime, and we always have celebrity chefs here for the different courses, and they have their lunch then from 1 to 2, then from 2 until 6 again is meditation, various forms, and then we have at 7 o'clock we have a piano recital and usually a soprano here to serenade them for about an hour, and then we have an 8-course gourmet meal that evening, and then again back into the forest at 10 o'clock at night, and the following day then we repeat what we've had on the Saturday up until 1 o'clock. Then we have private sessions and people go back to their various areas from America, England, wherever they come from, fully rejuvenated, refreshed and ready to take on the world again.
I'm actually feeling very relaxed just even hearing about all that.
To nourish the mind, but also the body, and to relax people and make them feel really special for that 48 hours, and then to release them back into the world again.
We've just arrived at the Deer Park side of Ballinwillin House here. Patrick, how many actually have you got? I can see them, they're having a mad feed here.
There's only a small group here, 27 animals, I think, with their babies and the master stag, because the paddocks are only 2 or 3 acres, so in the other fields up along we might have 50 in a paddock, but there's 27 I think here, 27 mothers and Big John the stag and the babies.
How many have you got in total deers here?
About 800 altogether.
800?
It's divided between 226 acres altogether in 4 different sections.
Patrick, I think we might have 2 new employees for you here. What do you think?
Very efficient, very, very efficient, and they look an awful lot better than the proprietor, so it could be the way forward.
Katie and Rachel are Red Patrollers. I think you've just been hired. Now, the next part of our tour, we're in the wine cellar here, Patrick. How long have you been making wine here?
Well, we built the cellar about 10 years ago, my son and I, and it started off as a hobby, but we've been producing wine in Hungary since 1995, and we produce 14 varieties, 6 reds, 6 whites, a dessert and a rosé.
You also do wine tastings here, so you're cater for groups and parties?
Yeah, we do ideally for groups of 8 or minimum of 8, and we usually, when people come to stay in the B&B, if they're staying for a weekend, they will book it with friends and that, and for the retreats obviously as well. But for groups, and they're having a lot of American groups come down, do a farm tour, they do the wine store, and then they do fine dining. So I think it really fits well into our business overall.
So we're on the final part of our guided tour here at Ballinwillin Farm, and we're about to see the wild boars. I see the girls are looking on into the pens in the background. How many have you got here, Patrick?
Well, here we've 350 approximately altogether, but here in that pen there's 2 mothers and there's 10 babies, and the ones that you see there in the background are the wild boar, and the 2 in red are not.
Okay, and how long have you been breeding them?
Since 1995 we imported 30 females on the 6th of December 1995 here, and they've been breeding happily ever since.
Brilliant. Well, that has been our guided tour here at Ballinwillin House and Farm. So far, we got to see the guided tour of the house, which is beautiful. We also got to see the deers and also the accommodation that you can see here. We also had a great trip around the wine cellar. Didn't consume anything while we were there, but it was great to see it. And of course, the final part here, the wild boars. If you'd like to find out more about some of the things you can check out here and all the details, your website, Patrick?
You'll find us on ballinwillinhouse.com.